Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, family. Y'all already know what time it is. Gang, we in this thing. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button to be a part of the crew. Smash that like button to see what it do. Let's get into this video for you. So I really wanted to bang this video out and get this out the way, because I had a couple of y'all hit me in the DM saying that y'all are dealing with this, okay, based upon the reading that I had gave. All right, so bang, you see the title. We talking about dealing with a narcissist, okay? So whenever it comes to dealing with a narcissist, in terms of zodiac signs, this would most frequently, if you were to deal with a narcissistic individual in terms of zodiac signs, this will most likely be a Leo or Aries, okay? And it can lead into Capricorn too, but it doesn't have to relate to a specific zodiac sign, because this could be any goddamn body, okay? It's not just one zodiac sign. This is anybody could be a goddamn narcissist. All right, but it's usually with some fire type energy that's related to it. All right. So whenever we talking about narcissists, and I'm gonna be looking down at my notes because I wrote down a couple notes so that way I don't forget some shit. All right, but whenever we talking about narcissists, we talking about somebody who, this is basically another name for a parasite or an energy vampire or a goddamn demon, somebody who has demonic energy and has to feed off of other people. All right, somebody that's lacking in some way, shape, or form in some area in their life. So in order for them to feel validated, they have to suck the energy out of others. Okay, this is what we're talking about. All right, so and the reason why I say it's like demonic is because, like I said, they have to feed off of other people. They're lacking somewhere. All right, they're lacking somewhere. They have some sort of insecurity, and this is usually, if we talking about like esoterically in terms of spirituality, this is somebody who their spirit hasn't found its own space yet, so it's constantly latching on to other spirits and drinking them dry. Okay. This is also someone, if you want to talk about terms of identification, this is somebody who's going to drain you on purpose for their own satisfaction. Like I said, for their own validation, because they're feeling insecure or unfulfilled in some area. And the only way for them to feel fulfilled is for them to drink you dry. Okay. This is somebody who's stuck in their ego. All right. A lot of times that, they're not going to change. They're not going to humble themselves. It's going to take a catastrophic moment or situation or some shit that's going to have to happen to them negatively in order for them to change this type of behavior. Otherwise, they're going to stay the same. Okay. So if we're talking about relationship wise, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Whenever it comes to dealing with the narcissist, and if you're dating this type of person or you're in a relationship with this type of person, it's not going to work. The only thing that's going to happen in terms of work is you're going to be putting in a lot of work in order to satisfy this individual. You are going to be putting in a lot of work in order to make this individual feel fulfilled. That's the only thing that's going to be working here is you in terms of this relationship. So keep that in mind, okay? You're going to be constantly working to make them happy. So you got to really sit back and decide, is this something that I really want to invest my time and energy into? Is this an individual that's really worth that? All right. This is a person, like I said, who's going to be resistant to change. If you find yourself in a relationship with them, you're going to find yourself doing things with nothing in return. And I hate to say with nothing in return, because it's like, but realistically, whenever it comes to relationships, it's give or take. So it's like, if you're giving in a relationship, you're expecting something out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're giving your time and energy to this person, you're expecting something back in terms of their time, energy, whatever it is. But you're not going to be receiving that if you're dealing with somebody who's narcissistic, because they do not see what it is that you need, because the only thing that they see is their own needs, their own desires, themselves. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So you're going to find yourself fulfilling their needs more than your own, and be careful, because this could lead to a situation to where you end up losing yourself in the relationship, to where you might need to take a step back before it ends up being too late and you find yourself drunk dry from this individual. Okay, so be careful before you end up a goddamn skeleton and they walking around juicy and healthy because they done sucked all your energy and drained you. All right. This is also an individual who can never see or admit they're wrong, and they would rather die before they let a I'm sorry part their lips. Okay, so this is somebody who a lot of times, say for instance, if they're in the wrong, or if something goes wrong, or if y'all are getting into some sort of argument or disagreements, a lot of times this person is not going to say I'm sorry. A lot of times this individual does not see where they're wrong at. And you know, whenever it comes to relationships and things like that, it's going to take two in order for y'all to make it work. So it's going to take two to come together. Even if y'all have some sort of disagreement, argument, whatever, it's going to take both of y'all to come together and be like, hey, I'm sorry about this, I'm sorry about that, and then be able to move past it. But this, whenever you're dealing with a narcissist, they're not going to come to you and say that they're sorry for anything. Just know that, okay? They're going to keep it moving, and a lot of times it's because they don't give a fuck. All right. And also, most of the times, whenever we're talking about a narcissist, a lot of times this is somebody who's really hurting on the inside. They have a lot of things that they are hurting and holding on to that they haven't really put out there or told anybody about. There's still some things that they're like they haven't really exposed about themselves. They might have very deep, dark secrets. And I'm talking about like some deep, dark shit that they might have did that they don't want to get out there. And it's like, it's a situation to where they keep all their pain bottled up. So it'll lead to circumstances to where they'll end up projecting it onto others and not even knowing it. Or sometimes they do know what they're doing, but because they're so hurt and they can't see past their hurts, they end up hurting other people, and then that makes them feel fulfilled in some way. All right, so relationship wise, it's hard for these individuals to manifest long-term or meaningful relationships. So a lot of times whenever we're talking about narcissists, they don't end up in long-term relationships. You're not going to find a narcissist that's ending up in a relationship for 5-10 years. And if so, it's not meaningful. Meaning that they partner, whoever it is that's with them, is more than likely cheating, more than likely doing some other shit behind their back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that type of shit because of the fact of that individual isn't able to deal with them all the time. And that's why I said it's going to take a catastrophic moment in order for this person to be humbled. Otherwise, they're going to keep moving how they moving. All right. So it's going to be very hard for this person to manifest long-term and meaningful relationships because esoterically, they're always thirsty for more validation. So whenever we're talking about spirit wise, or in terms of spirituality, this person is unsatisfied, unfulfilled. So their spirit's always moving around looking to drink other spirits dry. It's always looking around like a vampire. Like I said, like a vampire looking to suck on other spirits. All right. So this is a person that's thirsty for more validation. So this person is lacking, or they're insecure in a lot of areas, and they need to juice up from your energy in order to feel fulfilled. And you need to be careful because, like I said, it will end up in a situation to where you end up drunk dry. This person is nice and full, and they'll move on to the next person. Okay, so before you get drunk dry, recognize the signs and get the fuck out. Okay. Anyways, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.